Welcome to Signal to Alpha, your essential morning market briefing. I'm Lady Muriel, cutting through the noise to deliver what moves markets today. Let's get you your alpha before the opening bell. Here's what's driving markets this Tuesday morning. Iran dominates the risk radar as protests enter day 16 with over 600 confirmed deaths. The U.S. Embassy just issued an urgent evacuation order for Americans still in country, and Trump announced immediate 25% tariffs on any nation doing business with Tehran. Energy markets are watching this closely. Meanwhile, the Supreme Court hears landmark arguments today on transgender athletes in women's sports. 26 Republican governors have filed briefs supporting Idaho and West Virginia's bans. This case has implications beyond sports, potentially affecting corporate Title IX compliance and policy decisions across education and employment sectors. On Capitol Hill, immigration enforcement is creating a fiscal flashpoint. A fatal ICE shooting in Minneapolis has Democrats threatening to withhold DHS funding unless reforms are implemented. The funding deadline is January 30th, and Senate Democrats are demanding operational constraints. This comes as Minnesota nonprofits reported $593 billion in collective revenue, the highest of any state, amid heightened scrutiny following massive fraud cases. Let's drill into Iran. The situation is deteriorating rapidly. Over 600 protesters are confirmed dead, though some reports suggest the toll could exceed 2,000. The regime has imposed internet blackouts and cut mobile networks. Airlines have suspended flights through at least January 16th. Trump is weighing military options but says diplomacy remains the first choice. The 25% tariff hits any country trading with Iran, potentially impacting China, Brazil, Turkey, and Russia. For markets, this is about energy risk. Iran produces roughly 3 million barrels of oil per day. Any military escalation or broader regional instability could spike crude prices. Trump has also threatened to cut Venezuela's oil lifeline to Cuba, adding another supply risk factor. Watch energy sector positioning closely today. The Supreme Court case involves two challenges to state bans on transgender athletes in women's sports. West Virginia Attorney General predicts a 9-0 decision favoring the states. Lower court struck down these bans as unconstitutional, but the current court appears more sympathetic to sex-based distinctions in athletics. A ruling for the states could influence broader transgender policy debates, including bathroom access and government documentation. Corporate America is watching this for guidance on Title IX compliance and workplace policy. Back to immigration enforcement. The Minneapolis ICE shooting has created a political firestorm. House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries called DHS Secretary Kristi Noem completely unqualified and said she should be run out of town. Congressional Democrats are threatening to withhold DHS funding, which expires January 30th. Senate Majority Leader Thune acknowledged the DHS bill is typically the most contentious appropriations measure. If Democrats block funding, we could see another continuing resolution or partial shutdown affecting border operations. Bitcoin is trading at $91,954 this morning as markets digest geopolitical risk. Watch energy stocks, defense contractors, and safe haven assets today. That's your signal to alpha for today. Subscribe for tomorrow's essential market briefing. Trade smart, stay informed. See you at the opening bell.